Guys, we got so much to talk about in this one video, from less cash burn being canceled, and also to COLMO partnership, to also what the Onvo CEO said. Some cool stuff in this one video, so make sure you stay to the end. So first of all, let's talk about reduced cash burn canceled, what they're doing to achieve profitability. Every autumn, they would give out this free bottle of NIO wine, but this year they are not. So they used to give out one bottle to every single NIO owner, and you can do the math with 700,000 NIO owners out there. That would be quite a lot of expenses. However, this year it's very interesting. They still prepared many bottles of wine, but apparently NIO CEO has said that these wine have to help sales, meaning right now the wine is given to the sales reps, and then the sales reps can decide who to give the wine to. So basically, if you're a NIO owner that helps out with sales, then they can give you this bottle of wine as gratification. So right now, the freebies aren't more like just for free. It has to come along with sales. Just like how in my last video, we talked about how waiting for the ES8 every day, you get a mystery box. And in that mystery box, you can get NIO points, NIO phone, NIO bottles, etc. So the freebies have to help with sales. In terms of reduced cash burn, there's also some very fantastic good news. On October 1st, that's when we have the national holiday for China. Everybody's going on vacation, basically. And usually, during the past few years, NIO and last year Onvo has offered free battery swap on the highways. And this is, of course, meaning if you have free battery swap vouchers, you go and do a battery swap on the highway, you don't have to use your voucher. And if you don't have free battery swap privilege, like some of the newer NIO owners, then you can swap for free. So this year, it seems like they're going to cancel that altogether. There is completely no like highway free battery swap, meaning if you don't have the free battery swap privilege, you will have to pay. If you have the swap vouchers, you'll use the vouchers. If you don't have the vouchers, you will have to pay for battery swap on the highway. And of course, the CEO has cited it's because in Q4, and October is indeed Q4, there's a lot of pressure to become profitable. So they have to really make sure that they're not wasting money at every single possible scenario. So this is definitely very nice. Now, I have to be transparent with you guys. I did get this box of mooncakes from NIO, and it's not given to every single NIO owner. It's only given to media personnel. So I got this. Thank you to NIO. I'm not paid by NIO, just making that very clear. I just got this, okay? Now, in terms of the COLMO partnership, COLMO is, of course, media's high-end appliance brand, and it's very clear that right now COLMO is renting space inside NIO houses and NIO stores, those bigger NIO stores, and basically sharing some of the burden for rent. And of course, this will attract more customers into the store. People checking out COLMO will also be able to check out a NIO vehicle. And of course, people checking out a NIO vehicle will be able to check out COLMO's appliances. And this goes along with the theme of reducing cash burn, lowering the rent that they have to pay. So this is all very good. Now, I was really on the fence about sharing this with you guys, but I have to be very transparent with my personal opinions, and that is the fact that I do think NIO has a chance of being profitable with these cost cuts and with these cuts in expenses. There's so much that they're doing. They're also closing down so many different stores. However, I have to be very transparent. I don't think NIO will achieve its delivery targets for Q4. Okay, so we might still become profitable despite not achieving the delivery targets, and that is all thanks to, of course, cutting down on expenses, reducing cash burn, and of course, primarily reducing the expenses when it comes to R&D as well. So maybe I'll highlight a bit more about this in a future video, but I just want to make that clear. Reducing cash burn is very important when it comes to becoming profitable, and I think that is NIO's main path of becoming profitable, despite not achieving the delivery targets, in my personal opinion, okay? Now, this is a very interesting clip that I stumbled across, and this was, of course, Onvo CEO Dr. Shenfei doing a live stream for Onvo, and during the live stream, just a random person came by, and he happened to be a tour guide, and Onvo CEO was introducing the car to him. and it was kind of like captured all on live stream, which was very, very interesting. And it kind of showcased how, these passerbys, these people are very interested in this car, but they still have that big stigma. They're like, no, 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 gas cars are better because, charging takes so long. And then he had to explain battery swap. And this guy had no idea what battery swap was. And he had no idea that battery swap stations already existed. And then he explained how battery swap works. And then the guy was kind of sold by it. And then, of course, Onvo CEO explained the storage space, big, massive front and trunk. And, of course, you have massive space inside the car. He went inside and sat inside the car, and he was totally blown away. And then he said he's going to do more research towards this car and potentially even get this car because, if there is that such thing as good as battery swap, which is faster than pumping gas, then he should get that car. And it just goes to show that there's still so many people that have no idea what the hell battery swap is. All right. It's just not in people's common knowledge. And until that is the case, people will still be skeptical towards EVs, and people will still, choose a gas car over a EV that can do battery swap. And what this tells you is that there's still, first of all, massive potential for growth all across China. All right. NIO sales, you see the orders, massive orders, lots of people buying the car, but these are people that are educated and people that know about battery swap. What about the people that don't know about battery swap and they're buying other cars with oblivious of the fact that you can swap a battery in a NIO? So, once that barrier gets broken through and everybody knows about battery swap, then you're going to have so many more customers that are interested in buying a NIO vehicle. And a lot of my friends don't even know battery swap. I talk to them and they're like, what the hell is that? Like, I don't want to, I'm not strong enough for a battery swap. Like, what the hell? You're strong enough? It's automatic. You don't have to do anything. So, yeah. And also, this also tells you what the next challenge for marketing really is. It's really about letting everybody in China know about battery swap. Once you get that done, everything else is just easy peasy. All right, you don't really need to market the cars. The cars are fantastic. People just got to know about battery swap. The problem is they don't know about battery swap. So that's the next challenge for marketing. They have to somehow educate everybody in China. It's a monumental task, but I believe that it will take time. And once people do know about it, then that's when you have tremendous growth for NIO and its sales. So just keep that in mind. NIO's battery swap isn't well known yet. It's still not well known. We're still in the infancy stage of battery swap being common knowledge. So this is pretty important, guys. All right. So keep that in mind when you factor into the future potential growth of NIO as a company, right? As always, stay safe, stay healthy. Peace out.